talking about zero-click search and how it's affecting your business, causing you traffic, you customers, and you leads. And most importantly, how is zero search costing you money in the bank? So we're going to go ahead and go live. I'm going to go ahead and share this in some of the groups. So while I'm doing that, just stay tuned. I'll be back here in about 5-10 minutes and we'll be going live. Okay. So just bear with me. If it's your first time, my name is William. I have over 20 years of SEO experience and I help business owners like yourself rank on and dominate Google for their searches and generate leads for their businesses. So if you want to share this video, share it on your wall. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing in some groups and I'll be right back. If you have any SEO questions at all, feel free to drop them below and I will answer them. Specifically though, in this video, we'll be going over lead generation and AI. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's in regards to AI, but we're specifically talking about zero-click search. What is it? How is it affecting your business? Because trust me, it is costing you money big time. If you've seen a drop in your traffic lately, you've seen a drop in your calls and leads, this is going to be why. I'm just sharing this in a bunch of groups right now. We just do this to help business owners like yourself. We work with business owners as well as agencies that provide white label SEO. But yeah, you can ask me anything. I'm based in the Philippines, so you could ask me stuff about the Philippines, SEO, business mastery. Ask me things about my mentor. My mentor is MJ Lopez, who's in the inner circle of Tony Robbins. Almost done, guys. June, how to fix duplicate Google business account. Someone hacked it. So if you mean your Google business profile, is that correct, June? Your Google business profile? Let me know and I'll answer it for you. So we're going to go ahead and get started, but I will answer that. Just let me know, June, do you mean your Google business profile for your duplicate business account? So what is zero click? So if you haven't noticed, which I'm sure if you run in a business, you have noticed what's happening on your Facebook. Not just it's not Facebook, I'm sorry, but if you haven't noticed on with your business phone calls, leads, your traffic, you've probably lost quite a bit of them, which is going to be based on, so for example, you used to maybe get 1,000, searches a month, but now you're only getting 100. You used to get 50 calls a month, and now you're getting 10. Well, there's a reason for that. Facebook is an algorithm in and of itself, just like Google, just like any other platform. Their goal is to keep you on their platform. So for instance, they don't want you to click off of their platform. And the reason for that is they want to keep you engaged on their platform as long as possible. And they not only that, they also want to keep you on there so you can engage with ads, so they can get advertising money. So one of the reasons for this, and I'm going to answer this, let me give me 1 second here. Getting set up with this live. Continue. Almost done with this. So every platform, it doesn't matter what platform. So we're done with that. So Facebook, Google, all of them. Facebook, if you haven't noticed, if you've been marketing whatsoever on Facebook, for instance, Facebook doesn't demonetize it, but it devalues your reach when you share a link inside your post. So you're going to see a lot of guys, what they've been doing, like Gary Vaynerchuk, myself, and a bunch of others, for example, is they don't put links in their posts. They'll tell you to see the comment in the see the link in the first comment, or they'll put the links in the comments. Facebook also, for example, has it so if you're paying a certain amount of, if you will, on a certain subscription, they'll allow you to put more links within your posts. Okay. Why? Because they're trying to do zero click search, i.e. they want to keep you on their platform as long as possible. Google also does this. So what is Google doing? For example, if you go to Google and you type in, we're going to use your brand, Mr. June, I believe. You were the one that were messaging earlier, and I'll answer your question as well, June. Once again, if you guys have any SEO questions, business questions, or questions about my mentor, let me know and I'll answer that as well. Next, Edge Access Solutions. While I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and look at your duplicate listing too. So zero search means this. If I type in your business, domain name, it's not going to be so much this, but we'll look at, this is an actual business name. So it's probably not the best, if you will, result. Duplicate listing. I'm not seeing a duplicate listing for you, June. So now if I go to maps, maybe. Yeah, I only see one. So that's the only one I see. Now, let's say what I mean by zero-click search. Let's say junk removal in Orlando, or best junk removal company. What zero-click search is, and it's not going to happen for every single search. Okay, so like this one, top rated. Zero-click search is where someone's clicking on, if you will, the AI mode, and Google is trying to keep them within their search results here. Okay, they're giving you all the information you need based on the AI overview. This is the AI mode, not the overview, but it's answering the questions and it's telling you, for example, right here, which ones are the top rated ones. It's telling you, for example, besides the top rated ones, what are their service comparison? They're literally comparing the services for you in here. So in other words, you want someone's 24/7, the Junk King is not good. Affordable Junk ain't good. And there's 3 of them that are Junk Removal Rangers, College Hunks, and Junk Daddy. All right. And then free alternative, or gives you, if you're in the city resident, you can also utilize, it's telling you, for example, how to use the city's program, i.e. it's stealing traffic from you. It's telling them, hey, use this free service. Don't pay for it. You understand what I'm saying? And giving them the phone number. Now, if we get out of the AI mode and we just go back here, let's just type in junk removal Orlando just to see. Yeah, nothing. So how much is, let's type in this. It's like a lot of times people will type in, near me, or they'll type in the city, or they will type in a question specifically like this, where they're typing in, someone used to type, hey, I'm looking for junk removal costs in Orlando. And this is zero-click search. They're giving you all of the information, the pricing factors. It is also giving you, once again, here, City of Orlando's curbside information, so they don't have to pay for the pickup. They're actually telling them, hey, don't pay for someone to come out and pick up this furniture because it costs money. Here's a free program, and here's the website to go to actually get that information. They're literally trying to keep people from buying and using the services. Now, besides that, then it's also giving, if you will, several people, one of which is Junk King, another one's Load Up, both of which are franchise systems. So they're stealing traffic and sending over to franchise system. This is one of the reasons why we at Wolf Forge Digital, we have started gearing towards all of our clients towards getting in the AI overviews and setting them up. So we have a program in which you can become almost like a franchise, like Junk King or Load Up. Why? Because if you're a franchise, Google automatically trusts you more, and automatically, once they trust you more, they're going to rank you higher and do things like this and put you in the AI overview. All right. Zero-click, show me the money. Is zero-click search why pages get de-indexed? No. De-indexing occurs because your pages have little or thin value. In other words, Google's not seeing the value for their end user on those pages. The best way to fix that is actually bulking the page out and giving more value. And we are going to go over how to set it up as well to be in the AI overviews. But that generally is not why they're being de-indexed. They're being de-indexed because there's no value on them. The AI overview is something totally different. So now, what is zero-click search altogether? So how it works is search engines are trying to quickly answer their end users' questions by showing all the information from top of the pages. So for example, the featured snippets, the knowledge panels. Knowledge panels are information boxes about people, places, things, or businesses. They're also giving you instant answers such as weather or time or math results. Okay. Maps and definition and calculators, all that stuff is what has been going on for a long time, but now they're going after local businesses and local business owners. And this is why you're seeing a huge drop in your leads and traffic because you are not optimized for the AI overviews and AI search. Now, for example, if you typed in what is the capital of, let's just say, Florida, do that real quick. What is the capital? What is the capital of Florida? So just like that, it's giving you quick AI overview. It's a question. So most of the time, this is happening with questions like, okay, how to start a junk removal business, just for example. AI overview. It's always generally with questions, but it's going after local SEO. So let's go. How much does it cost to pick up used furniture? Because these are all questions a lot of times that people are asking when someone's looking for junk removal or whatever in your business. How do I know this? Is I can type in, let's say, junk removal Orlando or whatever niche you're in, do this. And you'll see generally down here, people also ask. Google is literally telling you these are things people are asking about when they're looking for junk removal in your specific city. As such, you need to start creating content based around these questions. And that will then in turn drive traffic from the AI overviews into your website and drive you as the number one expert when it comes to junk removal or whatever niche you're in your specific city, because you're answering the questions that people are asking. So that's one way in which you can understand it and see it. Now, for example, why does this matter? So Google is not only trying to stop sending you traffic, it's that, and yes, they want to keep them on their platform so they can show them ads and then get people to use their ads, and Google makes billions doing that. But it's also because it's faster and more convenient for the end user. Rather than me having to go dig and look for answers, Google's spoon feeding their end user the answers. Now, for websites, it means fewer clicks, less traffic, and even if their content, even if their content is actually pulled or used. For search engine optimization, it used to be that ranking number one meant you got 80-something% of the traffic. That's not the case anymore. Being in the top 3 of Google Maps. So for example, if I'm in the top 3 of Google Maps and I typed in, for example, this right here, junk removal Orlando, it used to be, okay, well, all that mattered was this. Well, no, now they got ads usually up here. You got LSA ads, Junk King here. And then you got the 3-pack here, used to be bigger. And now on top of it, depending on if I ask, let's say this question right here, how much does junk removal cost for Orlando or any of those terms? Now, instead of pulling up actual businesses, you're all gone. And they're pulling up the AI overviews. And they're pulling up information, 0-click search. That's what they're doing, okay, which is stealing traffic from you. And so that's why it matters. In short, what it winds up meaning for you is people are getting to the point they find what they need without even going to a website. So, and here's why. So why does all of this matter? Is because imagine you're paying an SEO agency thousands of dollars to rank for SEO, to rank number one on Google, and you're still not getting clicks, and you're thinking, well, the SEO agency's not doing their job. That's not always the case. Sometimes it can be, and sounds crazy, I understand. I mean, how many of you think that sounds a little bit nuts, that you spend money to the SEO agency, they're supposed to be ranking you, and they ranked you and you're still not getting leads? That's pretty crazy. Comment crazy, sounds nuts, if that's what you think. But that's exactly what's happening to local businesses today. It's been happening to bloggers and the blog sites and e-commerce, but now it's really starting to hit local businesses as well. Google is literally answering people's questions before they ever even visit or even think about your site. So welcome to the era of zero-click search, and that's what this is about. Years ago, not even that long ago, 2 years, 3 years ago, SEO was simple. For me, it's always been simple. You could rank on the first page. People clicked on your website. You generated leads, and bada boom, bada bam. That's all that mattered. Literally, that is all that mattered. You did that. You got leads. You got the traffic, which means you were happy. You were going to the bank. That is literally the game changer for all of you. If you have a business, it was like, the biggest thing was just rank on Google. You only got to do ads. I mean, you did SEO so you can get money, so you can then run ads, but now you need to do everything. This is why I tell business owners all the time, it's not just a matter of, hey, well, I'm not getting leads. Well, what are you doing besides SEO? Are you doing social media management? Are you creating content? Are you creating value? Are you running ads? Are you on YouTube? What all are you doing? Oh, I'm just doing SEO. Well, that's why. You want to be seen every fucking where. If you're not being seen everywhere, Google don't know you exist. They may know that you exist, but they're going to bury you, right? Your goal is to be seen everywhere. The way you do that is by giving value and by creating content, posting that crap everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, LinkedIn, everywhere. Going to Reddit, Quora, all over the freaking place. So today the game has changed. When someone searches for best plumber near me, best plumbing company, what is it, what's the best plumbing company to come get some junk? Or what's the best junk removal company in Orlando? Or how much does it cost for furniture removal or appliance removal? Google often displays the answer directly on the search results page. The searcher gets their answer. They don't have to even go to your website now. So, for example, your traffic may have been thousands of searches a month, and now it's like hundreds. And you're like, well, the SEO is not doing their job. That's not true. It's not true, because Google is literally pulling the information that SEO is doing anyways. If you're doing SEO properly, it's going to pull the same information. Now it's displaying it on their platform directly on the search results page. So the searcher gets their answer. Google keeps the visitor on their platform without going to your website. And so now the businesses are losing clicks. They're losing searches or views. Most business owners don't even realize, and here's the sad part, is most of you business owners out there don't even realize this is happening. You don't even realize it's happening because the SEO agency that you're working with is not educating you on this. They just tell you, oh, I've ranked you and then I've done my job. That's it. And that's not it. That's not just their job. Their job is to educate you. And that's what we do here at Wolf Forge, is we educate our clients on what is happening on a regular basis. This is one of the reasons why I go live. I actually am starting on Monday, going live once to twice a day. Okay. Most business owners, like I said, don't even realize this is happening. They don't realize it's happening because their SEO agency is not educating them. They're checking rankings and they see that they're ranking, but their traffic is declining, and they're like scratching their head like, what the hell is going on? It's like having the best billboard in town, but someone built a wall in front of it. They built a wall. In other words, you have the beautiful website and all that stuff, but you are not even ranking. You're not even ranking. You understand what I'm saying? You're not even ranking. You're ranking. You're doing everything right. You're doing the SEO. You're doing social media. You're doing all that shit, but yet you have a giant ass wall in front of you. So that is what Google is essentially doing to business owners, and they're losing leads, right? It's like you have the best billboard in town, but someone built a wall in front of it. The businesses winning today, the businesses that are working with us and they're winning, they are not just trying to rank. So what we do at Wolf Forge, we don't just try to rank you, okay? My goal is not just to make you number one. I do have packages and say, listen, I guarantee you in the top 3. But if you're serious about business, this is what you need to do. And we have a whole system for it to get you in the AI overviews and to get you seen everywhere, right? The businesses we work with that are on the top tier packages, what they are doing through what our system sets up, and that's what most of the time your problems is. I'm doing SEO, I'm doing social media management, I'm doing some Google ads, I might have a CRM, but you have no system. You have no frameworks, you have no system, you have no ecosystem, you have no community, and therefore when you do that, everything's just scattered all over the place and you're being pulled in multiple directions. And now you're wondering, why isn't it working? I'm spending money every month, but nothing's working. It's because you have no freaking system. The business owners that are working with us and they're listening and, we're going in the right direction. They are positioning themselves as the trusted authority in their niche, in their city that Google chooses to showcase. It doesn't matter, quote unquote, you're the number one, plumber or whatever, or you got thousands of reviews or hundreds of reviews. Don't matter if Google does not trust you. So what we do is we get Google to trust the business owner. And once they trust them, the Google will then choose them to display them before everyone. Think of SEO like this. This is something that my mentor, MJ Lopez, it's a framework. I call it the FIRE framework, but it can also be applied to SEO. If you were to take a triangle and on each side, on this side, on the left, you have heat. Heat equals traffic. On the right side, you have fuel. Fuel equals your success blueprint, what we set up when you work with Wolf Forge for your SEO, for your marketing, for your system that we set you up on. It is your fuel. The oxygen is the community and the authority that we develop. So once you're with Wolf Forge, we put you in our community where you're learning why things are happening and you're being educated. And then not only that, but then you are being positioned as an authority in your niche and in your city. What does this create? It creates fire. And the fire that feeds your business is consistent leads. Consistent leads equal to money in the bank. Now, if you want to win in the zero-click error, here are the things that you need to do. I'm going to give you the strategy to win in the zero-click error. If you don't have a pad and pen, you need to get a pad and pen and take out some notes, okay? Number one, create answer-based content. Like we already showed you, what is answer-based content? Answer-based content, for example, if I was in junk removal, let's say junk removal, you can do this as a plumber, Orlando. Don't matter. Choose any niche, any city. You also have down here, usually people also ask questions. So these people also ask questions. You need to create answer-based content off of them. Do not just target keywords. You want to answer the questions your customers are asking. You do not have to go to SEMrush, Ahrefs, or any other stupid SEO tool, because Google literally tells you this is what people are looking for. When someone's looking for a plumber in Orlando, this is the questions they're asking. These are the things you need to answer. You don't need to think about it. We've already done the thought process for you. We are giving you the data on a silver platter saying, create content about this. So when you go, well, what should I create reels about? What should I create short form content about? Google literally tells you, create content about this. How much do how much do plumbers in Orlando charge? You want to do that. You want to create short form content about it. And it literally takes you 1 minute or less to put out some content, play on TikTok, put on YouTube, play on Instagram, all the places you could possibly put it so you are seen everywhere. Answer the exact questions your customers are asking. Google loves, and I say it emphatically, clear, direct answers. Okay? When we're doing this, we're also doing something else. We're building number 2, which is called build your topical authority. When you build topical authority, and I'm answering every single question that people are asking inside of Orlando about, for example, plumbers or roofers or doctors or lawyers or whatever you want to choose, Google is then going to see me as the expert in your niche, in your city. When they do that, they are then going to rank you, and Google's going to choose you. Okay? Google's going to choose you, and when they choose you, they will push you traffic, they will push you leads. And the goal is to get you recommended, so they go, oh, you're looking for a plumber in Orlando? Oh, call this person, and here's the number, and they're going to display it in the actual search results. All right. So when we build topical authority, we do it by building out multiple pieces of content around the same topic. Multiple pieces of content. So for example, when I talk about how much you plumbers charge in Orlando for plumbing, what am I going to do? What are we going to do at Wolf Forge? So at Wolf Forge, what we would do is we're going to create a blog about that topic. We're going to put it on your website. So that's one piece of content. Then we're going to take that and we're going to make it into a YouTube video, which is the second largest search engine and owned by Google. You got it. That's the second piece of content. Third, we're going to then take that and make it into a podcast for voice search. Number 4, we're going to then take that and turn it into a press release for backlinks. Right? And then we also have set up something called an advanced Google Drive stack, which is Google properties. And we're going to take all that content and shove it right down into Google's throat and feed it to them every month. So when we're doing that, we are building topical authority. So we are showing Google that we're not just participating in the conversation. I'm not just here to be in the conversation. We are leading the conversation. We are the expert in the conversation. We're the number 1 plumber in Orlando. There's nobody else you should trust. Number 3, take note, optimize for featured snippets. Now, how do we get featured as featured snippets, for example, for Orlando for this topic? You will notice the way they list things out. And this is the same way I've always done SEO. I look at who's the top 3 people for any niche, any city when it comes to Google Map Pack. When you look at their website, what type of content they're creating, what are the backlinks, etc. And we duplicate what they're doing that's working. We add in our own stuff, and then we outrank them. Same thing here. We want to get ranked in Google AI overviews. We don't need to complicate this because Google's giving it to us. You'll notice when we talk about how much do plumbers charge in Orlando, they have certain things highlighted or bolded, i.e. the price. I want to do the same thing. I want to also bold the subtopics or the subheaders. You'll also notice that they're bulleted out. It's very, very, very specific. And it's referencing, in this case, Angie, or what used to be Angie's List. Okay. So you want to use numbered lists, bullet points, FAQs. An FAQ is a question with an answer. So that's one of the reasons why. And then the next one is clear headings. It's also the reason why when we are creating blogs at Wolf Forge, we're using numbered lists, bullet points, facts, and clear headers and subheadings. Because Google loves FAQs and bullet points and clear answers. And then they will take those and pull them and put them in the AI overviews. You want to make it as easy as possible for Google to pull your content. The harder it is for Google to pull your content, the less likely they are going to be to pull your content. Now, number 4, very important. If you go into SEMrush or any SEO tool, you'll see something they'll show you. Here's all the keywords that you're ranked for. For example, let's think. Just for example, they'll put Roto-Rooter. Roto-Rooter. I believe we'll use them. Roto-Rooter. I'm going to show you this. Give me 1 second. So Roto-Rooter, and just say, for example, we're going to get a SEMrush. And you'll see this is an SEO tool. So for example, when you look at the searches for Roto-Rooter, and you'll see they're all in the AI overviews and everything. But if we go to their searches, you got organic keywords. They're ranking for over 200,000 keywords. But you'll also see, for example, if you go into their keywords or their search terms, keywords by intent, informational. You also see brand searches. And brand searches is what you want to get. Okay. So we always want to go and get rankings for brand searches. Brand searches, if you ever use a tool, you can go in here and look at the keyword tool. But brand searches, for example, let me pull this up. Let me show you. So you'll see, for example, all in here, these are all brand searches like Roto-Rooter, 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 Roto-Rooter near me, Roto-Rooter near me, all this, right? And it's not always going to be just the organic keywords. An organic keyword, for example, would be plumber near me, plumber Orlando. That's going to be, if you will, the main keywords most people focus on. But what we want to do is we want to build a brand. Building a brand. Now, when we build a brand, why is that important? It's because Google wants to know that you're not some fly-by-night person that they can trust. You want to focus on brand searches. The goal isn't just get found to become number 1. The goal is to become the only business people are searching for, and they're searching for it by name. So if I was to say, for example, plumber, you might think of Roto-Rooter. If I say a roofer, you'll think of another business. If I say junk removal, you think of Junk King or College Hunks. Why? Because they have built a brand. So what you want to concentrate on is not the rankings. I want to build a brand. This is also why I want to do social media management, YouTube channel, press releases, podcasts. Also, think of it this way. The goal is to become the only business people are searching for. And then number 5 on our list is you want to dominate local SEO. How are you going to dominate local SEO? If you want to dominate local SEO, hire Wolf Forge. But here's a way to get started. You want to own your own Google business profile. Number 1. You want to get as many reviews as possible. Number 2. You want to get citations set up. Number 3. And number 4, you want to create local-based content around the people also ask questions, which we've already shown you. When you do that, you then want to turn these people also ask into blogs. You want to turn it into a YouTube video, embed that YouTube video on the blog, then turn that blog into a podcast and a press release, and then daisy chain it all together and put it into an advanced Google Drive stack. When people search locally, your business should be impossible to ignore. When I go into look for example, once again, if I go in here and I go plumber Orlando, and I go under images, I should see your images all over the damn place. All over here. I should see your videos all over here. I should see your short form videos all over here. Right? I should see you in the forums. Right? And if I'm not, you're not being seen everywhere, and therefore you're not going to dominate. When you don't dominate, you're going to lose. So I hope you've learned something in this video. I'm going to answer any more questions. I'm going to check real quick, see if we got any more questions. But the businesses that understand this and understand zero-click search, if you start implementing it, you're not too late. Implement it today. You don't even have to hire Wolf Forge. You don't have to hire me. You can literally drop a comment and I will audit your business. I will audit your website and I'll tell you, hey, these are the things you need to fix. This is what I would do. Here's a roadmap. Here's a game plan. Do it. If you will simply do these things, you will dominate. You don't have to hire me. That's saving you thousands of dollars a month, right? You don't have to do it. You just need to take action and implement. And if you'll take the action and implement, comment below and say, hey, I want the SEO audit, comment blueprint, and I will give it to you. The ones that still rely on outdated SEO strategies, I feel sorry for you because you're going to continue fighting for fewer and fewer clicks and fewer leads. And this means as a business owner, you are going to wind up shutting your doors. You don't know how many business owners I talk to say, I wish I found you months ago. I just talked to one, I think it was on Friday. He's like, I literally am shutting my business. I wish I'd found you months ago. If you're ready to build an SEO success blueprint that helps your business show up, stand out, and stay ahead. Show up, stand out, and stay ahead. That's the goal of Wolf Forge. We want you as a business owner to learn how to show up, stand out, and stay ahead of the competition. If that's what you want, comment blueprint below and let's talk about which one of our programs would be the best fit. Or I'll give it to you for free, the blueprint, and you can implement it yourself. But our packages, I have the starter SEO package, the foundational SEO package, the SEO Success Blueprint, Platinum, Bespoke, and Franchise. We got a total of 6 packages. because the future of SEO is not about ranking. It's about becoming the answer. And if you are not the answer people are looking for, and you're not doing the things we talked about, you are going to shut your doors, and it will be a sad day for your staff, your employees, and your business. If you want to check us out, go over to Wolf Forge Digital Agency, click book a call to speak with William, and I will get on the call. Once again, if you don't know me, my name is William. I have over 20 years of SEO experience. I help business owners like yourself every single day dominate your space and beat your competitors, and more importantly, dominate Google and become the answer. Like I said, it's not about ranking, it is about becoming the answer. And we do that by providing value to our clients or potential clients. Let me check, see if there's any more questions. And we'll go ahead and we'll wrap it up. Like I said, you can ask me a question about business, mastery, SEO, anything. Let's check real quick. All right. I'll go to the other one back again. I do not see a duplicate business for your account, June. If you want to message me directly, I will help you. Like I said, if you want me to give you an SEO blueprint, comment blueprint below and I will give you your SEO blueprint. If you're interested in learning more about our packages, they range anywhere from $250 all the way up to $3,000 a month. Comment below and we'll get on a call and we'll talk about it and we'll get you dominating the Google AI overview snippets and Google search and get you heading back in the right direction that you need to be. Like I said, the future of SEO in your business is not about ranking. It's about becoming the only answer. And remember, my name is William Jones, and I'm here to help you in any way, shape, or form that I can and give you value. And remember, greatness is forged through discipline. Until next time,